You knew there had to be more to this than what was being said, right? Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking some time to follow this story with me. And we're going to be talking about Amazon and the Visa fallout, because there may be more to this than initially thought. I know, scandalous, right? I mean, Amazon's abandoning of Visa probably wasn't about a 1%, or 1.5%, is it? I don't know, something like that, of like merchant fee. Well, of course it probably would. I mean, here's the thing. Some people told me when I made a couple videos about this that Amazon was basically doing the little guy a favor. That credit card companies were running amok with their merchant fees. They were taking advantage of people. They had their throat on the neck of the business. And Amazon was just big enough to say, no, you will not do that. You will not do that. We're Amazon. You will not charge what you charge other people. We are going to not accept you anymore until you lower your merchant fee. Even though technically, you know, they were probably lower than American Express, which they do accept, and other forms of payment as well. And, you know, here's the thing. I know there's a little disconnect between me and my viewers when it comes to Amazon. Most of my viewers shop at Amazon. I've collaborated with people who almost brag about the fact that they do nothing but buy from Amazon. Everything they buy is from Amazon. Amazon. You would swear there is no other company in the world. And the strange thing is, a lot of people who only shop at Amazon see nothing wrong with having everything bought from Amazon. Unless, of course, they pay with a Visa card and you live in the UK and now you find out you need to sign up for a MasterCard or something to buy from them. I mean, that's probably just a minor issue here and there, though. But, you know, no, Amazon's a good guy. You know, they give us a lot of stuff. Free shipping, discounts, all that good jazz. But the thing is, Amazon is not altruistic. They did not do this Visa ban for you. They did it for themselves, and we're going to talk about why. Before we talk about why, though, please consider subscribing to the channel at the Apptrepreneur. We talk about, you know, e-commerce, tech apps, and, you know, little side hustles. Not so much Uber and Lyft anymore, but, you know, some of this other stuff is pretty interesting. So anyway, as this Quartz article suggests, and I think this is an opinion piece, so let's make that absolutely clear. This is an opinion piece. That Amazon's Visa dispute is not about the merchant fee. I mean, sure, they probably would like the merchant fee to be lower, but Amazon loses so much money on various aspects of the business. Shipping, they're practically burning money on fire when they ship you stuff. They, you know, items, they'll sell that item at a loss. A loss, I tell you, as long as you buy it from them and not someone else. Amazon Prime, yeah, Amazon Prime's a money loser too. Amazon Prime Video, especially a money loser. Although Amazon, at the very least, puts some of their movies in theaters where some money can be made to pay for the movies, so that it becomes like a little bonus if you are a Prime member. But Amazon has so many things that they lose money on that it seems kind of strange that they would single out the meager 1.5% merchant fee that Visa does. Why not make an example of an American Express? Again, American Express does 2 to 3% of their merchant fees, and you won't be alienating quite as many customers. Well, here's the thing. First of all, American Express is kind of a niche product. I know it's got millions of card holders. I'm one of them, of course. I love my American Express. But American Express is still, you know, a relatively smaller player compared to the other ones. They have like a different model of business. Visa and MasterCard are the two big ones. Visa, I believe, is a little bigger than MasterCard. It's just a hair higher with the merchant fee. So Amazon decided that they were going to use them as the scapegoat. But again, this was not about the merchant fees. This was actually about data, as Quartz explains, and hopefully they did not block the article like last time. Like all big tech companies, Amazon already records tons of data on customers from its e-commerce site. Alexa voice assistant, Kindle catalogs, Audible audiobooks, video streaming, music app, home security cameras, and fitness trackers. That's a lot of Amazon in your life, folks. Payments is no exception, but mostly this data digging happens in the background. However, with the credit card ban announcement in November, Amazon created a unique, controlled experiment of sorts. Amazon was meant to stop accepting Amazon credit cards in the UK tomorrow, January 19th. before making a U-turn yesterday, January 17th. Since November, customers have been responding, and with the dispute between Amazon and Visa set to continue, it's become a test of loyalty. Think about all that data Amazon just captured when it announced the Visa ban, says Ben Goodall, CEO of the online payments firm Banked.com. Who changed to MasterCard/Amex? Who canceled their Prime membership? Who applied for an Amazon card? Who did nothing? Who complained? All the sort of information you would want if you're building the super checkout for the future. So, the Quartz calls this Amazon's festive cheer. In an opportune move, Amazon announced the upcoming ban ahead of the Black Friday and Christmas shopping period, a time when there's an increase in spending, Goodall points out, but kept the Visa payment option open throughout. With Omicron surging, online shopping picked up pace, likely generating a treasure trove of data. Amazon ranked as the most visited online shopping site in the UK during Christmas. Meanwhile, the company offered monetary incentives of up to £20, which is about $27, to encourage Brits to set a debit or non-Visa credit card as the payment default, which this I was not aware of. Moreover, by not going after MasterCard as well, which also hiked up interchange fees and is the bigger of the two credit card industry players, I think there's some dispute on that, but okay, Amazon boosted its own ecosystem. Its credit card issuing partner is MasterCard, although I must point out that it's only in the UK, not in America. Others also took advantage. For example, JP Morgan Chase's digital bank. Chase offered its debit card user 3% cash back on Amazon purchases until the end of 2021, a day after the Visa announcement. So what do they have to gain from this? Well, Amazon wants to change online payments. The latest salvo against Visa credit cards is part of a bigger battle to revamp online payments. Quote, Amazon is once again making people rethink the fundamentals of retail. Payment is a crucial part of the process, which has for a long time revolved around card providers and the fees they charge. Even the arrival of mobile payments like Apple Pay and Google Pay did not disrupt card processing in the same way that today's news will do, says DEO David Meisey, CEO of MultiPay Global Solutions. With Amazon questioning Visa's fees, you can be sure that other retailers are now looking at them too. By reversing its decision, Amazon shielded itself from a big financial hit too. The company was poised to lose nearly £1.4 billion, and that's a lot of money, folks, as a result of the Visa credit card ban. More than 13% of the company's 48 million customers in the UK were planning on curbing spends or foregoing purchases altogether. And it's got the perk it wanted, data to use as leverage. Consequently, it can not only negotiate a better deal with Visa, but also encourage others to innovate. In December 2021, Barclays launched a reusable credit account for UK customers, which lets them spread the cost of eligible purchases on Amazon.uk in equal monthly installments over 3 to 48 months. Now, of course, the question is, why is Visa playing along? And according to Quartz, Amazon's last-minute U-turn means many Visa credit card customers may have already switched payment methods. And anyway, Amazon accounts for less than 1% of Visa's credit card volume in the UK. But Visa still won't let Amazon go. Why? Because of bad press, for one. It gets more merchants thinking about adopting newer payment methods like open banking and account-to-account transfers in the way that increases choices and reduces friction for both buyers and sellers. In the long run, seasoned card users may ditch the habit altogether, and if that's the trend, Visa needs to know. So what are they talking about when this is more about that? Like, what kind of data would Amazon want? And what would they use with it? Well, Amazon will get this data, and they would use it as leverage. They would use it not only to lower the merchant fees for Visa, they could use it to lower the merchant fees for everyone else. Amex, MasterCard. Heck, if they wanted an exclusive partnership, they could show how much this company stood to lose in transactions if Amazon was not a site people could use those cards on. And again, they can use this for more than just Visa. They can also use this for MasterCard. You know what this reminds me most of? This reminds me of when Amazon had the headquarters to Audition, as it's so known. Now, I didn't pull anything up in advance. I kind of thought about this while I was reading this. But the headquarters search was basically Amazon saying that they were going to open a second headquarters. And they were going to create jobs. They were going to build a very high-tech, expensive campus. They were going to bring some executive jobs to a city. And they might also open a couple of warehouses, which would provide the county, wherever they were, with hundreds of crummy, low-wage paying jobs that destroy your back and make you a paraplegic by the age of 35. What a wonderful thing Amazon was doing for whoever they decided to move near. And yet, when they did this, the idea that just a few people could be given a job that would make them multimillionaires and they would be spending that money in their town prompted cities to offer Amazon a bunch of perks and quid pro quos. They would say, hey, we'll give you the key to the city. We'll let you write some of our laws. We'll let you do this. All this for basically a fancy office. It's a fancy office with a few people in suits. That's what it was. And it was incredibly ridiculous, in my opinion. And it was amazing that cities did not see how they were being played by this company, especially when Amazon announced that their second headquarters was going to go to New York, which is where Jeff Bezos frequently visits. He might even have a house there, I don't know. But the thing is, Amazon was always going to move to New York. The fact that after the New York plans fell through, thanks to some pushback from New York when they realized, shocker, Amazon's anti-union. Once that deal fell through, they've really not attempted to build that second headquarters anywhere else, because they had no intention of building that second headquarters anywhere else. They wanted it in New York. And what they did was they had a public auction, a public contest, if you will. Basically, who can give us the most free stuff? And they took that information to New York and they got a sweeter deal than they would have otherwise. But then, of course, some prominent representatives of New York, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who I will give credit, I don't like her very much, but I give her credit for opposing this. She opposed it for the wrong reasons, but, you know, the end result was the same, and it was a good one. And Amazon was basically told to shove it, and to basically, you are going to be unionized here, or you are not going to come here at all. Well, Amazon can't be allowed to be told what to do, so they said, well, we're not going to come here at all. And then we haven't really heard much about what they're going to do with their second headquarters. I don't even think they're going to make it at this point. I think they even realized what a bad idea it was at some, during all this. But that's what Amazon will use for this data. They will use it to get a better deal out of Visa, or they will forge a exclusive contract to MasterCard or American Express, because keep in mind, Amazon has enough transactions that could really make or break a credit card company at this point. So Amazon had no intention of cutting Visa off early on, from my perspective. Quartz believes, and I agree, that they did this about data. They wanted to see how the market would react, and they can now use that data in their future negotiation process. I believe that's what's going to happen. So anyway, we're going to leave it at that. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you agree that Amazon's using this as like a public negotiating tactic, or do you disagree? Do you think this was really about the little guy? And I would be very curious to know why you think Amazon would care about the little guy when they have shown they don't care about them in the past. I'd love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.